Quiet Place Day One is basically exactly what you would expect a prequel horror story to be like. So to preface, back in, I believe it was 2017 when the very first A Quiet Place released, I saw that day one in theaters and I didn't mind it up until the childbirth scene. Just complete unrealistic expectations, just everything defied logic and everything just thrown out the window right at that childbirth scene. Everything after that, I said fuck off to A Quiet Place. Never even bothered watching part two. Honestly, I didn't even know there was a part two until 2 or 3 years ago. And then we get A Quiet Place Day One, which released in theaters today. And I had the fortunate luck to be able to watch that today. And oh boy, is A Quiet Place Day One a fucking train wreck. Now, A Quiet Place, the first part at least, what I strongly loved about that film is the family values that are so strong in that film. I loved how the mom and dad were actually the fighters in the film working together, and not really fighters or warriors, but more so trying to strategically save their family together, and they're trying to just survive together. A Quiet Place Day One focuses on the actress, I believe her name is Lupita Nyong'o. I don't know, it's the chick from Jordan Peele's Us movie, which is phenomenal. I recommend watching that film if you haven't already. But she's a cancer patient, okay? And I'm sure you can understand already where this film went wrong. Now, she's a cancer patient stuck in a cancer ward, and she literally has a service cat. And honestly, throughout this entire film, I applauded the cat. And I believe his name was Frodo. I don't think they ever specified that in the film. I actually got that off of Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, so I rooted for this fucking cat. And this fucking cat alone in this entire film. And the reason why is because there is no plot in A Quiet Place Day One. Well, no, sorry. There is a plot. And telling you the plot makes it worse than saying there's no plot. Spoiler. Are you ready? Here's the plot. The main character wants to go get pizza. Roll credits, film. That's it. I swear to fucking God, a quarter of the way through this film to the very end of this film is literally about that. Now, yes, there's some context added into that, but essentially speaking about the plot and the story, just the plot though, that's literally what this fucking movie is about. Some cancer patient that wants to go get pizza for the last time before she dies. Honestly, the plot really has nothing to do with the creatures or it being a quiet place. The plot literally revolves around this cancer chick wanting to go get pizza. Now, that's not even the worst part of this film. The absolute atrocity, the massacring of the writing in this film. It's not even the writing. It's just everything in this fucking film. Every action that every character does in this film is full on fucking retarded. Think of The Strangers Chapter 1 from about a month ago. How fucking idiotic and stupid all of the characters did. All the things that they did, how the characters reacted, everything that the characters did to survive. Yeah, A Quiet Place Day One is full on way more fucking retarded than that. Okay, every single minute in this film, a character does something, and you think to yourself, for the love of fuck, don't do this, insert the most retarded thing you can think of. Please just don't do that. And that will save this film. And guess what? They do said most retarded thing that you could ever think of. That is why I was rooting for the fucking cat through this entire film. Like, for example, the chick in one point of the film goes back to her apartment. Okay, fine. she meets up with this guy, this random stranger that her cat met, and brought him back to her, and they started bonding at her apartment through the night. Okay, fine. The next day, said chick goes out on a stroll, takes her fucking cat with her. I don't understand why she didn't leave the fucking cat in her apartment, leave the windows fucking closed and everything. The cat is always on a harness and a leash. Put the cat on a pole and tie the leash to the pole or something inside the apartment. Put the water dish and the food dish right in front of the cat. That way the cat has its supplies that it needs. Then go for a walk. And why do I say this? Because every fucking time this chick goes for any kind of stroll or frolic through this film, the poor fucking cat goes missing for like 5 minutes at the very least, but then the cat shows up. Always. And that's the thing about this film too. The writers know how garbage these characters are, that they have to rely on this cat to really pull at your emotional strings through the entirety of the film. Okay, it's honestly to the point where you know nothing bad is actually going to ever happen to the fucking cat because they keep using the bait and switch through the entire film on just the fucking cat. We haven't even gotten into the quiet place aspects yet, and I'm so fucking riled up about this film because this film is garbage. Now, the creatures look fine. I don't have an issue with the creatures being CGI and some practical effects. There are some scenes that you can just clearly tell CGI'd and fake as fuck. Explain this to me. How is it that the Quiet Place creatures look 10,000 times fucking better than a squirrel frolicking on a fucking water stream, a water pond? Clearly that squirrel is fucking fake. You can see the CGI. You can see the green screen all around it. You can always tell by the fuzzy static around CGI objects. You can always tell that. Now, the biggest sin, as I've already prefaced, is the god-awful writing of just any kind of movement in this film. But also a huge sin in this film also lies within the characters. No character in this film is remembered. I don't even know any of the characters' names. None of them are good. All of them are forgettable. Like seriously, not a single one of them. It focuses on the chick. And how do they start this chick's story out? Simple. They hint that there's something wrong with her. But before they do that, they make you aware how strong, independent bitch this chick is by sitting her in a cancer ward and just non-stop berating everybody, every peer around her with non-stop insults. And what do the people around her do? She just said everybody is shit, but because strong, black, independent female. I bullshit you not, that's the whole entire intro of this film. Her just ragging on everybody, but because black female. Thank God this film wasn't fully invested in just that. Phew, thank fucking God. Honestly, that's really the only part I can say that is majorly woke like that. Otherwise, this film is just set around the chick and a couple other characters that basically meet and greet her through the film. And they all do the most borderline fucking retarded shit ever. Get themselves caught up in the dumbest ways possible of getting killed. For example, the chick runs into two little kids. And for some reason, she tells them to get into the crowd of people just randomly walking in the middle of the roads of New York City. And then she starts doing it with her cat as well. And then, lo and behold, the creatures start attacking everybody. And what does said chick do? Well, first of all, she fucking loses her cat again for the 10 millionth time. And instead of reacting to that whatsoever, she doesn't. Plot twist, she does not care about that fucking cat. What does she do? Creatures that are jumping and frolicking all over everything. What does this chick do to try and subvert them from her? She crawls under a fucking car that's just sitting there. Even though the creatures have been known to jump on cars and completely just destroy them, thereby making the car ground level. It's not that hard to write a fucking horror film, guys. The original Halloween don't really have any stupidity nitpicks on that film. But every horror film in the last 10 years, at the very least, they're all fucking stupid in one way or another. I mean, fuck. The only couple horror films I can honestly say I truly love just immersing myself into, Hereditary and Barbarian. Those are the only fucking two. Now, Barbarian had some stupid quirks in it, but that's because some of the characters did stupid and asshole-ish things. Hereditary, it was just a horror film about a family grieving over death, and then random shit happens, and then it turns into some ritualistic, spiritual horror film. And it was amazing. Ari Aster is an excellent film writer. The writers of A Quiet Place Day One, they are hands down the worst horror writers I have ever had the privilege of experiencing anything that has come from them. Because A Quiet Place Day One fucking sucks. It's not good whatsoever. I thought the childbirth scene in the first A Quiet Place was super retarded and just borderline moronic stupid. No. A Quiet Place Day One is 90 plus minutes of non-stop stupidity. I swear to fucking God. And the only saving grace about this film is the very end of this film is actually a great end to this film. And that sucks because this film doesn't deserve that ending. It does not at all deserve that actually very smartly written ending and outro. This fucking film just kind of slaps you in the face with this great, excellent ending right after 85, 90 minutes of non-stop stupidity. You're sitting in the theater and just yawning and laughing and just saying non-stop, no fucking shit that would happen. I swear to fucking Christ, this is one of, if not the dumbest fucking film I have ever watched. Overall, honestly, the two saving graces of this film, I'll commend the acting. Lupita Nyong'o, whatever her name is, she's a great actress. I have nothing against her. She performs phenomenally in A Quiet Place Day One. All of the other actors and actresses, they do their parts as well. But Lupita, she definitely excels in this film. And the ending of this film. Those are the only two saving grace, God excellent things about this film. Otherwise, we get 85 minutes of, oh God, the creatures are coming. Okay, well, they go by sound. What did you say? Stupid. It's all fucking retarded. And it's all, everything that happens in this film is redundant. Like, literally, you take this film away from the franchise, and nothing changes. Not a single thing. I mean, the only thing about this film that is in reference to A Quiet Place is the creatures. Not a single other shred of A Quiet Place is in Day One. Honestly, this film sucks. This is one of the worst prequel films I've ever had to experience. Fuck. I may never ever watch anything revolving around A Quiet Place ever again, just because of this one film. So overall for me, Day One, this entire day since I finished watching this piece of shit, I still wanted to give this a 4 out of 10. But now reflecting after my review, I can't, because everything bad about this film is so fucking bad. It's just stupid. And there are only two good things about this film. And unfortunately, they're really good things. But those are things that are in maybe 5 minutes of this 90+ minute film. So this film is a 2 out of 10. A Quiet Place Day One is a 2 out of 10. The number one reason, it's stupid. Every single thing about the writing of this film is stupid. Even the plot is fucking stupid. The plot should be about the creatures, but instead it's black chick that wants to go get fucking pizza for the last time. That's it. I hate this film. A Quiet Place Day One, 2 out of 10. Thank you.